Yeah, this is just like 2 episodes of the TV show. Finally, after 7.5 years with no Star Wars movies, we have its grand cinematic return, and it's better than the last one. But did I actually like the movie? Surprisingly, yes. It's just very...
Good shot, baby!
flawed. Honestly, for the finale that isn't actually a finale, the streaming show that peaked like 5 years ago, this isn't the worst way for Star Wars to come back to theaters. From villains like the Hutts and Embo returning, to Mandalorian hype moments in Aura, to... oh my god, they're back. The little Babu Fricks might actually be the best part of this movie. I don't want to say specifically what they do until I make a review with full spoilers, but they have a subplot with Grogu that somehow is better writing than most of modern Star Wars. Just the way the puppets move around and interact makes it all worth it. Just in general, this movie excels with the Glupshidos. From all the weird creatures in the fighting ring, to the Leviathan that Mando somehow survives, to... him. This movie has a surprisingly stacked cast. Obviously, Pedro Pascal is in this, and he does fine. Until the end of the movie, where he kind of phones it in. On a similar note, Sigourney Weaver is in this movie as a colonel of the New Republic. She straight up sucks. I don't know if it was an issue with the direction, or if she just didn't care. Actually, she probably just didn't care. Rada might actually be the best non-Enzellan character in the movie. Jeremy on... Sorry. Bruce Springsteen genuinely does a great job in the role, and Rada is a surprisingly likable character. Steve Bloom is obviously great as Zeb, even though he really doesn't do that much in the movie, and you could replace him with any generic pilot character. Although, let's remember who we're dealing with here. Floating! I like how the guy named Janu Coin was played by a guy named Johnny Coin, and he was decently intimidating for the relatively small role he played. Martin Scorsese plays a 4-armed alien street vendor. What? Grogu, who's actually a pretty solid character in this film for someone whose role the past 6 years has boiled down to stand around and look cute until the plot needs you. Without getting into spoilery territory, he actually gets things done in this movie, and Mando genuinely would have been dead without him. The plot of the movie is also okay. The first hour is actually pretty strong, especially once they get to the Moon City. It really flies by. Then by the second half, it definitely starts to slow down a little, but not necessarily in a bad way, especially when it gets to the parts of Grogu mostly on his own. The score is the real highlight of the movie.
Ludwig Göransson.
Cooked to an unnecessary extent, and abused the normal Star Wars sound with these killer synths, and oh my god, if this score doesn't get nominated for an Oscar when The Rise of Skywalkers did. But overall, I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10. Yeah, that's kind of it. It's mid. Hopefully I'll actually start posting more long-form videos like this and actually get into a consistent schedule. I was also thinking I could maybe give streaming a try. I'll probably review Obsession, or the Backrooms movie, if I end up watching them. Bye.